Well, hello there and welcome to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to, or at least how I am going to overwinter my ginger lilies. Now I've got 3 specimens in the garden. I've got 2 species and 1 cultivar, and there are a number of species and cultivars out there that are surprisingly hardy according to the RHS table of hardiness. We have the Hedychium, or Hedychium, or no, I'm not going to be saying dick on YouTube in case I get cancelled, which is a gorgeous scented white flowered species from Asia, and it's hardy down to -5 degrees Celsius, and furthermore it's also received the award of garden merit from the Royal Horticultural Society. We have the really lovely Hedychium coccinea, which despite its species name of coccinea comes in a range of colours from red all the way down to about yellow, but it's the red ones that we really like here. It's native to China, the Yunnan province, which so many of our English garden plants are from. Again, it's tolerant down to -5 degrees Celsius for short periods. This one doesn't have the award of garden merit, but it is one of my absolute favourites, so if you can find one, it's a really good one. And also it's tolerant of shade. In fact, in its native habitat it prefers shade, so we've got it in a shade, but to be honest with you, in the UK it might be alright in the shade where it comes from, but I think it needs a bit more light, a bit more heat on it to perform well here. My 3rd specimen is a hybrid of Hedychium coronarium and Hedychium gardnerianum, and we first saw this plant down at Wisley, again one of my favourite gardens in the UK, and it's an absolutely superb plant. It's stocky, has absolutely huge golden yellow blooms, and we bought that last year as a root section for one of the nurseries down on the south coast, and flipping heck, that flowered the same year. Really impressed with it. Now, with regards to all 3 of these specimens, I'm going to be overwintering them slightly differently, and I'll explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But on the whole, if you're growing them and you just want to do a blanket overwintering, then all you need to do is give them a good solid covering of a dry mulch at the base of the plant. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the Hedychium Devon Cream. Now, I hadn't grown this one before, and the only time I have ever seen it before was that first time we saw it at Wisley, so I wasn't sure really how it was going to perform. So to make sure I gave it the best start, what I did was I planted it into quite a large black pot and hothoused it into the greenhouse. Now, the reason why I did that was to give it the heat and the light that it would at least kind of get in its native habitat, and believe me, it did an absolutely fantastic job. It filled that pot out, put up a load of shoots and a number of flowering spikes, so I'd say that was an absolute success. So I could have chosen to plant it out in the garden in its permanent position this year, but what I've decided is to give it another run in the greenhouse, hothouse it, and bring it out next spring, or this coming spring, and then choose where I'm going to plant it in the garden and leave it out there full time. So that one is done. Let me show you where it is right now. There you go. Still got its flower spikes on it, isn't it? 3. There you go. So you can see it's done really well. The cold hasn't really touched it yet, but to be fair, it hasn't been particularly cold this year, and you can recognize these gardnerianum style leaves on here, but really wonderful. It's going to stay like that. I'll give it a little bit of water because it does like to be kept on the damp side, free draining but moist. Really pleased with that. That's all I'm going to do. Look, do you know what? It's even still putting out new foliage. So that's Hedychium Devon Cream dealt with. And if you're only going to buy 1 ginger lily for your garden, that is the one I'm going to recommend. Anyway, let's get on to the coccinea. Let's take a look at what it looks like now. So here it is. It has been hit by the frost, and then we didn't get any cold weather after that. What I was waiting for it to do was to die the stem back, and then get into the sort of draw all this nutrition back into the root system. Now it does have really nice ornamental foliage, and this foliage can get up to about 2 meters tall. It really is great, but I really want to see some blooms in it. So instead of leaving it out here for yet another winter, because we've had this in 3 years and it's survived, so yes, as per the RHS table of hardiness. This is hardy, it goes down to about -5 degrees Celsius, but I want more than some foliage. I want to see the blooms there. So you'll see that it is in the shade. It's on the shady side of the garden, as is recommended, as per its you know, the information that you find online. But I think this year I'm going to lift it. I'm going to cut this stem back, going to lift it, put it on, and this, along with the Devon cream, is going to be hot housed into the greenhouse. So let's get on with it. So there you have it. You can see the root structure has grown considerably since I've originally planted it. I'm not going to disturb the root system any more than I've done by digging it out, and then I'm going to put it on in there, put it in the greenhouse. So now I'm going to give that water, and I'm going to leave it in the greenhouse really until at least the threat of late frosts have passed, but really I just leave that in there for the whole season. I just want to get big. I want to see that in flower. Now this pile of dried sticks, this is my, or what's left of my coronarium. Like the coccinium, it's had a little bit of frost on it and it's died straight back here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all these old stems and put down some bark chips as a good coating, nice thick 2 to 3 inch coating of dry mulch. So there you go, that is my ginger lilies well and truly overwintered. And if you've got anything you'd like to add or any great tips that you like to use when overwintering your ginger lilies, then let us know. We would love to hear from you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and before I go, I have just one last message from me from when the weather was so much lovelier. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, because it helps support this channel immeasurably. We really love it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, assuming you want to watch it. Right, now, just before you go, if you want to see more content, more behind the scenes stuff, and images that I've taken of some weird freaky plants over the years, then you're in luck, because we've created an Instagram page. So you can find the link in our description. You can find the link on our main page, and if I'm clever enough, I might be able to get a link somewhere up there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more YouTube stuff, then check out this video here. That's quite a good one. And if it doesn't float your boat, then another one right there. And enjoy these while I've still got the strength, imagination and aptitude to make them. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.